time to implement. And we try to do them for, under a couple $100, something that you could do in your apartment or in your home to just, weather strip or make your house a little tighter or change your compact fluorescent bulbs and recycle them, put in a digital thermostat, real kind of practical implementation stuff. And then the last one being the O-Goods, which we can take a look at in a second, is this is ways for people who really don't want to maybe be quite as proactive, but rather they would use their buying choices to choose to buy products that are manufactured in a more sustainable way. So whether that's organic clothing or eco-fashion, like we'll see, or green cleaning products, or just choosing to spend your purchasing dollars wisely.
Yeah. So let's take a look at that clip. Whole Foods Night of Eco-Fashion.
If you followed our show, you know that I have an affinity for sustainable clothing. So when I learned that a local store was having a night of eco-fashion, I was so there.
Tonight we had our first eco-fashion show at the Whole Foods Market here in West Orange. It's one of the 3 stores in the Northeast region that has an eco store where we have clothing, jewelry, and home goods that are eco-friendly. And tonight was really to highlight those products and bring them to the attention of our customers.
Here are Saviola and Danny from The Living Planet.
The basic background is that the owner of our parent company, Haresh Tarani, got really involved with the entire green movement. He started feeling very strongly about giving back to the earth, sustainability, so he wanted us to come at it from a fashion standpoint. Because a lot of times people think of green fashion and they think only yoga wear or only, very muted earth tone colors. Well, we wanted to hit that person who was fashion first, and then her added value was, oh, it's eco-friendly.
That was very interesting. I didn't know about eco-fashion until now. How did you get the idea for this show?
Well, I think we were certainly aware of the science that was coming out. When you start to see that, I'm kind of a geek for science. I like to listen to nature podcasts and science and all that kind of stuff. So when you start to see that thousands of scientists across fields, so whether it's climatologists or meteorologists or even biologists or marine biologists or geologists, everybody in their own independent field of study is coming to the same conclusion that climate change is real and that man is responsible through his actions to the degree of almost a 90% certainty. So obviously there's an issue that needs to be addressed. So that's kind of one side. We became aware of the science. The second side would be philosophically, when we became parents, having a child kind of spurred something on in us where we started to shift our focus a little bit more towards the future, and we started to consider the legacy that we're going to leave for our son and future generations. And we saw that we're really on track to not leave such a promising legacy behind. So we really thought okay, we bear some responsibility here, so how can we kind of help to shape the future that we want to see happen? And so we decided to bring together our background in production and entertainment and communication, and how can we take those skills and apply them to the problem that we see. And Green by Design is the result of that.
That's definitely an inspiring story. Maybe we should all be involved in some stuff like that. What's in the future for Green by Design TV?
Well, we're certainly looking for larger distribution channels. We're talking to PBS and some of the other cable channels and things like that. We're looking for sponsors in the short term. That's kind of our most pressing need. Sponsors and editors to help us edit through the footage. Thankfully, there's a lot of stories in this area. Monday night, there is actually a hearing right here in Wayne at the Wayne Municipal Center down on Valley Road at 7:30, which there's a proposal to put a wind turbine here in Wayne. And the town is blocking that proposal. And so this is a variance hearing for that project. So in the very short term, something that if somebody wants to get involved, they could just come down and, just witness what's going on there. If they'd like to share some words about why they would like to support it, that's something that's happening just locally right here in town.
That just about wraps it up for us. I'd like to thank you, Greg Madison, the producer of Green by Design TV, and we'll be right back. I'm Molly Rodriguez. Do not touch that remote.